Okay, so look, one of the things I've never really liked about pretty much any of my videos was the background. I've never had a good background. I don't collect cool stuff. I don't have a dedicated studio, and basically the background is wherever I found myself. So while I accept that getting on with it was probably the better way to go, that doesn't mean that I wasn't aware that sometimes my backgrounds were annoying or silly, or there was a plank going through my head, or various other things that everyone says, don't do that, that is a terrible, terrible idea. And I've always wanted to have a slightly more dedicated space, at least since I started making videos, and I just don't have one. I don't have one. So, as you may have noticed, I've been doing a few more things in my workshop. Now this presents a little bit of a problem. Firstly, things like that's a pipe. So if someone were to wash their hands right now, we'd have this go sound going through the background. That's a problem. The second problem, if I pan you up, that's my house. So it's not exactly beautiful down here. Let's pan that back. Okay. It's not the most beautiful environment, but both of those I think I can get around. Firstly, by trying to avoid shots with the pipe and the ceiling in there, but also I think I could rearrange things a little bit potentially to try and have it less ugly. I did do that series where the concrete wall over there was kind of a look I was going for, but the biggest problem is that this is actually a functional workshop. So I actually make things in here. So I can't just convert the whole workshop into whatever I feel like and then get rid of all my stuff. I actually need it to function. So dual purpose. We need to have a studio / workshop, which is not an ideal combination. Dust and expensive electronic equipment have a tendency not to go very well together. But the biggest thing is just moving stuff around. Let me explain. So, if you see here, most things are on wheels. See? Wheels, easy. This on wheels, I can move it fairly easily back and forth. So that part works pretty well. It's not a huge drama. That weighs about 600 kilos or even a ton now that I think about it, but it's on wheels, so it's fine. The problem is over here. This thing. This is not light, and it is not on wheels.
This is really heavy.
But move it I have, and quick introduction to the new setup, just to whiz you around it briefly. Basically, we have stuff over there, we have stuff over here. I'll move you down a bit as well. There we go, round and round and round we go. We have a saw, and we have a pile of glues that I might eventually clean up at some point. Now, what is the point of telling you all of these things? Because really, you don't need to know any of that. The point, I guess, other than just sort of sharing roughly what's going on, more or less, the point is to mention two things. Firstly, yes, I actually do know what the problems are with my recording environment, including the car that's just turned up over there. Why do I like the new space? I like it because I've got that distance. So what I didn't have before was floor space down here and distance, so that if I want to move you back here and get a different perspective on things, I can do that. See, if I come up here, see how the background gets blurrier and blurrier and blurrier, and it's awesome. But if I come back here, you can see my whole body. You can see I'm holding this little microphone because I didn't really want to pin it to my shirt that much, which probably means the audio might sound really funny in this video. The point is this. Hang on. Now I've got the distance. I can move you back and forth. I can put some green screen back there if I want to, or have a backdrop of some kind if I actually want to change up the environment completely. I kind of like the industrial look. I just don't like the idea of getting dust through all of my stuff. That's it. Nothing else to say.